Hi, welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and if we haven't met before, I'm a busy mom of 2 active kids, and both my husband and I have full-time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. So this week I grabbed this ring that I made of all the little Happy Planner stickers and any books that I didn't want to keep all the stickers from. But I'm going to use the Teacher Florals sticker book, which I just ripped the cover off my ring, which I'll fix later. But I thought I would use these blues and maybe some of the purples. Probably not the pinks and oranges, just because I have a pretty easy time using those. But if I don't push myself to use the blues, I don't think I will. I also have a couple of the Happy Life sticker books grouped together by page, and I will probably use some of the black quotes from that book. And then I also have this Planner Kate washi tape. It's a 2-pack. One is skinny and one is thicker. And this is called Winter Garden. It is currently on clearance and is still available on her website. I did order a bunch and they're very cute. I'm very happy with the quality of her washi tape and her stickers. So if you want to pop over there, I will leave a link down below. So I do go ahead and put this thin washi tape on top of that first line. And I'm just ripping it because I struggled with my knife the other day. So I thought I would just rip it instead of cutting it. The other nice thing is, since it has a clear or a white background, you can't tell if you mess up the tear. Then I grabbed the thicker of the 2 washi tapes because I like the color scheme and I like how it's going with my flowers. But I didn't like how thick it was, so I am ripping it down the middle just to make it a little thinner. I could have put it on my cutter and cut it in half that way, but I really was looking for the rough edge. And then once I fight this and rip it in the wrong place, I go ahead and I get it down below the dots. And I realize that I don't really like the dots and the stripe together. So instead of doing it this way, I do go ahead and pull up that striped washi tape. So all this struggle was for naught. But how do you know if you're going to like it if you don't try it, right? So I tried to piece it back together after ripping it in half, realized that I was piecing it together backwards, flip-flopped it. I was on the struggle bus with this washi tape. Now, I will say that I still really like this washi tape. I just did not care for them right next to each other like this. So that's why I did choose to pull the washi tape back up and leave the polka dotted washi tape where it is. But I do want to bring you along with me as I make these choices, just so you can see why I do what I do and how I end up where I end up. If I cut this part of the process out, you may not understand why I did what I did, so I thought I would bring you along. So instead, my plan is going to be to kind of hang these flowers off of this washi tape strip. And so I'm just going to cut a straight edge on the flowers and have them coming off of the washi tape up there. But this is definitely a more muted spread than I normally do. It's very, melancholy almost, and maybe more of a winter spread. So hopefully it doesn't end up being a unexpectedly cold week this week, but I do like it. I probably should have waited till winter to use these colors because the vibe just doesn't match the time of year. I did try to pull in this brighter purple color. I thought I wanted to use the purple quotes, but I didn't like how the purple went with the blues, so I did decide just to save that for a different spread and go ahead and finish laying these blue flowers across the washi tape line. And as I'm putting these florals down, I'm trying to figure out what else I'm going to do on my spread. Since I am putting these florals across this upper center part, I guess, of the spread, I will probably put my to-do lines down at the bottom of the page. So I know that will happen, But the question is, what else is going to go in the central area? I could put more lines, I could put work plans. So that is something that I'm kind of running through the back of my head. I also like to put my meal plans on the sidebar, so I need to keep my eye out for stickers for that. And then I usually put my errands in the bottom left-hand corner. So just things that I want to think about as I am putting things down. And I'm not saving space for anything yet, but I like to keep those things in the back of my head as I am placing stickers. So I'm feeling good about that left side. I just need to fill the right side a little bit more, and then I'll be ready to make more decisions and get the rest of the spread put together. So I feel like the florals are good along the line. Now I'm going to flip back in my sticker book to those blue quotes and just have those to the side so I am prepared to put at least one of them in, but there are a few that could definitely work on the page. And then I decide to go ahead and white out that little saying on the sidebar. I can never remember what it says, but I almost always white it out, so I just went ahead and did that. And then I also decided to run the washi tape across the bottom of the page just to ground it and just to kind of make that bottom area a frame. I usually put my calendar items on the top, and I'm planning on doing that again this week. So the calendar items will be at the top, and then any tasks and anything like that will be at the bottom. I did grab my sticker book from Proud Sticker Designs and just pulled this navy blue and the tan. I thought that I could mix these in together. I thought about also grabbing the dark green, but I felt like it was too dark, and like the dark blue and the dark green just would have been too much, so I decided not to use the dark green. I do like the Proud Sticker Designs though, because I can order whichever size boxes I prefer. Unfortunately, I accidentally ordered 2 different sizes. The blue sheet of smaller boxes was smaller than the tan sheet of smaller boxes, so I did have to swap that blue sticker out. But I will use the blue stickers somewhere else on another spread. But for now, I prefer my boxes to match in sizes. So Monday night, I have a soccer game. My daughter has cheerleading, which is just on an odd night, so I will put it in a box. Monday, I'm also taking off to spend time with my bestie. Tuesday is picture day for my daughter. Wednesday, my son has a game. Thursday, my daughter is cheering for a game. Friday, of course, is just regular football Friday night. Saturday, my son has a game again. But as I mentioned in a previous video, I love this crazy busy time of year, and I really wouldn't trade it for anything. I know these times are limited. My kids will be grown soon, so I love being able to see them do what they love, be part of the crowd. It's amazing to watch. I will say that this week should be easier than other weeks in the past because all of our events are home events this week. So I am very excited about that. Then I decided to grab the Mom Life sticker book. And I do have a ring on these as well because I had 2 Mom Life sticker books and I wanted to collate them so that I was using up 1 sheet of stickers before I went to the same sheet in the next book, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to be smarter about how I use the stickers that I use frequently. So I did a combo of this. I did a combo of my Colorful Boxes sticker book. But it's just, I'm hoping will make it easier for me to use up a whole page of stickers instead of using up a little bit from different sheets, where if I had used it off of 1 sheet, I would have made it through the complete sticker book. Hopefully that rambling made sense. But I am just flipping through the Mom Life sticker book, trying to find some things that I think will go on the spread. I like the light blues and I like the dark blues from the sticker book. The dark blues don't match perfectly with my stickers that I pulled from my Proud Sticker Designs, but I'm okay with that. Then I found this sticker that says today's goal is to keep the tiny humans alive. Well, I don't really have tiny humans anymore. I have an 11-year-old and a 15-year-old, and I don't really consider them tiny anymore. So I did decide to cut the sticker so that it works for me. I will write what my goal is for that day, and we'll go with that instead of keeping the tiny humans alive. You also saw me cut the top part off of the best day ever quote, as well as that light blue checkbox list. And that's because those are usually used for monthly layouts. I don't use things like that on my monthly layouts, so I want to make them work for me and use them. So I did go ahead and cut the top off. I did put 2 smaller boxes down on the weekend, down a little bit from where I'm putting my calendar items. And I did decide to put the today's goal sticker there so I could write what my goal was for either the day or the weekend. But I did audition it a few places, and then you saw me put my whiteout pen down. I did want to give it just a minute to dry, so I did move on to other things and just kept flipping through the book to see what else I wanted to try to use on the page. But I feel like if you give that gel pen, that white gel pen, just a few minutes or a few seconds even to dry a little bit, it doesn't smush down and then show you the line in the long run. So I prefer to try to let it dry at least a little bit before I put my clear sticker over it. Also to note is if you were to pick the clear sticker up, it will pull the white out up, and you'll have to try to white out the line again. And now I am trying to put down a group of boxes for my meal plans for the week. And one of them isn't long enough for the week, so I'm trying to piece together 2. And I should have started with the bottom one anyway, but I didn't. I was trying to put down the top one first and then piece the bottom one underneath while the top one was already stuck down. Yeah, it didn't work, as you can see. So I did use my undo to get that top one off, and then once that area dries, I will go back and piece the top one back down. In the meantime, I did put the blue box down. It originally said reminders, but instead I took the light blue box that said errands and put down over top of it. Then I put that circle sticker down. It will not stay there. I also went ahead and put the today's goal down over on Saturday. I did not put my whiteout line down far enough, so I did have to go touch that up. I also decided that I did not like how the tan box was showing through the sticker, so I was going to use my whiteout pen, but it just was going to be a pain. So I got the whiteout tape out to white out the line on the tan box. Then I go back to the Teacher Floral sticker book so that I don't forget to use one of these quotes. The one that I pulled says, "Make yourself proud." And I do white out the lines beneath these, even though I hadn't whited out any of the lines below the flowers. I felt like it really stood out on this, and I was going to put it over the horizontal line, so I didn't like how it would cut through the words, so I did go ahead and white that out. Although, looking at the spread now, I realize that I did put the words above where the line would have been, but I still like that I cut down on that visual clutter. And now I'm just going to grab these other stickers from my wax paper and get them down on my spread as well. I'm not really sure what I'll use this checklist for yet, but I'm always making lists throughout the week, so I figured that at some point I would use that. Then I went ahead and put that lighter box down, and I knew that I wanted to put another one of the darker boxes down, so I did jump back into my Mom Life sticker book and grab another box. I am familiar with the Mom Life sticker book that I feel like I can jump in and out of it. I'm not as comfortable in all the sticker books. And then I grabbed another tan and navy box from my Proud Sticker Designs just to balance out how I had put 2 over on Saturday and Sunday. And then I grabbed that little round sticker from the sidebar and moved that over. One of the round setter stickers says "Get it done," and the other one is #MomLife. And I think that I might as well use up the rest of these blue flowers. I can't see me using them on another spread, so I am going to go ahead and place them on my spread now and fill in a few more spots in that middle section. And I'm not sure why the lines are bothering me down here when they did not bother me on the first row of stickers that I put down, but I do go ahead and white out beneath the stickers that I'm putting down now. And I will say that the nice thing about the whiteout tape is that if you put it down in the wrong spot, you can just use your fingernail to scratch it off. So these two florals that I'm putting over on the right hand side of the page, they do come down into that bottom section some. And part of that is because on the left hand side, that best day ever quote as well as that long quote, those came down into the bottom section as well. So again, I want to balance both sides, and this will balance it. I know that right now it looks a little out of place, but once I get these florals down and I can put my lines in, I feel like it'll bring it all together. So let's get this last floral in place and then figure out how many lines and what spacing we should put down. But this video is a perfect example of why you should not be afraid to cut your stickers. I took that today's goal and cut off that extra quote that I did not like, or that actually just didn't apply to me. I cut floral stickers in half to stretch them. I cut the top part off of monthlies. So do not be afraid to make your stickers work for you. They're yours. You're allowed to cut them. I give you permission. This week I decided to go with the 7mm spacing stencil from Chrissy Ann Designs. I definitely like this better than the Happy Planner. I've mentioned this before. I just like that I can put the spacing closer together. I don't necessarily always want the 5mm spacing, but I do like the option, and I like that it's not quite so far apart as the Happy Planner stencil is. So I'm going to get these down, and then this is going to be my spread for the week. I hope that everyone is having a great start to their September and that you find a way to be productive with your planner. Everybody have a great week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!